GenG on match point written all over it. But he comes up huge, shutting down Meteor's lurk, and opens up a bunch of space for himself to make a rotation. Buys a ton of time with the Thrash. They delay here. And GenG gets tunnel vision towards the site itself and can't convert the round. Cryo still gonna have the op, a Bulldog for Bang. GenG on Sheriffs, but as we've seen a lot this year, GenG a force to be reckoned with on Thrifties.
Let's see how it goes.
Time and time again, they can make those Sheriffs sing. But a lot of ults as well here. Thrash, Null Command, Viper's Pit. Texture trying to push space early. Taking some turret damage. Finally gonna clear that out.
Suspicious about Lucio's position, but never really checked it. EU just dragging across, able to find Texture now. Lockett gonna be taken down. Recon gets the ping, looking for the damage here, looking for the kill. Meteor trying to tuck back, but he will be hounded down. Munchkin now, last one standing. Spike gonna be picked up. He'll start trying to rotate his way over into A, but Bang able to get the catch. 100 Thieves continue to claw this back.
Yeah, they're starting to really look like they're reading this pace that GenG has been bringing really well. Normally, GenG's a little bit slower, but GenG's been pretty committal so far this half, so I'm curious if now, maybe this is the round. They take a little bit more time. Gotta be really cautious with 100 Thieves. They're all over the map, and they're never gonna show you the same look twice. They'll go for walkabouts, they'll try to take aggressive early positions, and they're so good at holding their angles. They're so difficult to displace with utility, and that's something that GenG has had some success with.
We're going to be taking Hunter's Fury now online for EU. A little bit of space take here from GenG, but now slowing things down, going quiet, cutting noise, drone over the top, looking for a target. Is able to spot out Lakia. Not going to be the Hunter's Fury in the back of that one, but Asuna swinging forward, shut down by Munchkin. Falls to 45 HP.
Right here.
GenG loves those bait and switches. We saw it a lot in the defender's half where Lakia is trying to set up for either Texture or somebody else, or Munchkin or Charon. This time it works. They catch 100 Thieves.
As the Dizzy goes up over the top, that's going to be the lockdown here. Trying to push them back, stave them off. Mosh, though, connecting in on top of it. Not going to be able to clear this one. Texture going to be taken down. 4 players detained. Absolutely everyone caught. This round, it's a massacre. Boostio collecting an ace off the back of the O. Perhaps no, Meteor will shut it down, but what a catastrophe for GenG. Meteor once again noted, expecting the swing from the flank, but fully trusting that the lockdown would be cleared out. No plan B whatsoever. Everybody caught, and that could be the nail being driven into the coffin here, as 100 Thieves are now just 4 rounds away from tying it up.
And this is an uncharacteristic mistake from GenG. No follow-up with the Mosh.
I mean,
no fragment, no nothing else. No stake bite.
It's the closest thing we've seen to another Crashy's rope moment.
It really is.
The zip line on Fracture.
You're absolutely right.
All of them absolutely and completely screwed. Nothing to be done as Boostio. They can't get the ace, but I think the main damage that he was looking to deal was mental.
No doubt. And I mean, you'll see slip-ups from GenG from time to time. You know, Meteor kind of walking into some lockdowns here and there this season, but having all 4 detained, woo boy. I mean, again, you can't give this 100 Thieves team any openings like that. You can't give them any extra rope to cling on to, because they're gonna take it and then throw you off the cliff behind them. I mean, they are just too good, and they're banking up a huge economy. They've got a Hunter's Fury. They're a couple away from a Viper's Pit. This is a crucial round for GenG, as they're gonna have to invest a lot of cash, half armors and rifles, Thrash in a Viper's Pit of their own. Try to get this done. 1 away from a lockdown, 1 away from a Blade Storm, so Texture gets that no matter what going into the next round if they do lose and it's an eco, but this is potentially the pivotal round of the map. And it's been pretty good executes from GenG. They're able to find good first bloods, but some of the follow-up on this attacker side hasn't been as clean. And it's because 100 Thieves is so snappy, so aware, so smart. They're constantly repositioning on you. Meteor gets on Bang.
Able to catch him, the Thrash now chasing. Not sure if Asuna has been spotted, but Lakia cut down! E with the Just Fury finds two. The post-plant pit now not possible as EU keeps them in an advantageous position. Push up here into two. Meteor gonna be knocked down to 44. The jiggle peek out, EU challenging, whittling away at him. So shock darts have to be avoided.
Standing ahead.
Recon the check, but Meteor does give him the ping, but he tucks back. Down now to 28.
This is so tense right now. Got Texture creeping his way forward. And Boostio lurking behind that site, able to play off that alarm bot. Flash sets him up.
Meteor chasing forward. Munchkin, dead. Boostio able to find that kill. Meteor swooping through, finds one, somehow walks across. Looks for the plant, but now the Mosh going to be coming up over the top. Where does it land? He's able to avoid it, but it gets flushed out into the open, and Ascent collects a kill. Now it is all on Texture. A 1v3 with an operator on the opposite side. Clear out on the recon. They know where he's at. And he's going to be spotted. He's going to be noted. The shorty to soften him up as EU will collect the third. The fuse comes in. 100 Thieves continue to claw it back, and they break the economy of GenG once more.
Yeah, it's a brilliant read here from 100 Thieves, understanding GenG's tendencies with this Hunter's Fury. The first one's good, and then the follow-up, just knowing that Lakia, oh, I think he just tapped his feet.
Yeah, just clipped him there.
Just clipped him a little bit. Thought he was safe from it.
Happy little accident for EU.
Thought maybe they had just read that he was going to be hiding up on pipes, because there's almost always somebody from GenG up there. Still, huge find for EU. And a couple Guardians, a Bulldog, a Stinger, Blade Storm for Texture. GenG, to see if they can find a thrifty.
I mean, I was going to say, it's basically the first attempt that they've really had at it. They've been consistent in that regard throughout the year. What a way to push up to 12 this would be, but 100 Thieves, odds very much in their favor. Cryo holding that line. Texture, and she gets way forward. The knive's not going to connect. Bang, able to find that kill, finds himself a second, finds himself a third. One by one, they fall. Karen with the Stinger will pick up one. Swaps to the Classic, finds another. Weapon going to be recovered here. Pitch getting ready to come through. Wide swings out, will be able to do a little bit more damage, but nowhere close to a clutch. Up recovered, 100 Thieves now, up to 9.
And Bang is so good at this angle. He was demolishing Foot from outside of green. I mean, just absolutely making their lives a living nightmare. And this is a round that you could have told me it was him playing Foot with the way he's so fast, so snappy, so clean.
Let's go, boys. We can do this comeback.
This is a great read, and Boostio definitely letting them know that they have a chance at this comeback, and they definitely do now, because after this round, if GenG loses, their economy is going to be down in the dumps a bit again.
I mean, it almost guarantees that they tie it up. Pit going to be invested. It's Cryo pushing forward, finding Meteor, taking out one of those pesky ults. Hasn't been able to utilize it. Dash pop, drone on the hunt though. Texture tucks back, swing out. Cryo gets the headshot. And this round is being shut down piece by piece.
And this Viper's Pit off the rip just makes 100 Thieves so confident to hold these angles on A.
GenG,
pressure them, yeah.
The way they're sat back, I mean, trying to see if there's going to be some kind of swing, but
they have to save.
Yeah, it's just going to be them tucking away. I mean, you see Munchkin hand off the mouse. We got 50 seconds of nothingness here as GenG look to try to hold on to these weapons, but 100 Thieves, given their economy, absolutely can go on the hunt, and they should.
No doubt. They're definitely going to want to punish this. And they're going to take a little bit of extra time. I mean, there's a ton of time left on the clock, but 100 Thieves, oh man, their defense on this map, so good. They're so tricky.
30 seconds left.
Never, ever getting the same look twice. And they're just so proactive. That Viper's Pit just never even contested, never even considered by GenG. They just said, all right, we're going to try to go for A, and it was just immediately demolished.
It seems like they're not going to go for the chase here.
10 seconds left.
Not wanting to give over any extra kills with Boostio. Looks like he will go on a solo mission here, pushing forward. It just checks out around A lobby, not going to be spotting much and doesn't want to over pursue. Jump onto the corner, Ascent going to be able to keep his life intact here, but so too will all three players of GenG. So a couple rifles going to be carried over. But now, the next time out having to be called, Boostio finding more and more reason to be on his feet.
Yeah, just a great play here from Cryo. Texture did it to them. His turn to do it right on back. Ready for that re-peek. Extra no cover there. Definitely something that I saw on one of the A executes from GenG that they did a really good job using some of that Viper's utility and other smokes to cut off Cryo's angles when they approached A nest. But there's been a couple rounds where they haven't been able to disrupt Cryo from his positioning, whether it be on A, whether it be on B. He's had at least opportunities to get those opening shots. And that's something that definitely needs to be addressed here by GenG.
It was a minor incident, the foot series, but given the way that they were able to close that one out, given the way that they're running this back at the moment, can't fault them too much for it.
7 in a row. 7 rounds in a row.
Yeah.
Is what 100 Thieves has done. I mean, that's unbelievable.
I just stop a bonus conversion and then streak from there. 100 Thieves looking to continue that to tie things up. Timeout call from GenG. Is it good enough to get them up to 12? They've had these ults for quite some time now. Yeah. This pit, this lockdown, but they just have not been able to get into any kind of position to utilize them. Meanwhile, Bustio, dangerously close to yet another lockdown himself, just 2 away.
Think about Cryo. Started out 0-5, now he's 17-15. He has really come alive.
Cryo's just gonna go for the same peak. It's a player up over the top, looks for the readjustment, cannot find it. Thrash now coming through the drop-down texture. They're all blinded up, but he cannot collect the second kill. Bustio covering fire, gonna be good, but now Meteor pushing his way all the way up through mid. Finds one, Karen catches Bang. It's EU and Asana to try to save them in this round. Lakia exiting, gets pinged. He's got the spike in hand. He's trying to rotate out, and 2 players chasing him from behind. Karen swinging over the Mosh to try to cover his exit. He goes bouncing forward, just B-hopping down under tube. GenG slipping the net.
And what a change up at the beginning of this round. And they're gonna send the pit from kitchen all the way to the bridge for the plant. But Meteor and Karan going on lurks and winning those battles. GenG playing into their strengths of these individual, unbelievably talented fraggers they have, who can go out and get you big picks in the beginning parts of the rounds.
And how do you even try to get into this position? One rope being watched, Lakia playing forward. Mosh sent in towards kitchen. The drone to try to escort the clear out, but Lakia able to capitalize on the decay damage revealed. However, EU comes away with a kill. Shock dart sent, but nothing more realistically here to be dealt, to be done. The spike will go off. GenG will get themselves up to 12, breaking a 7 consecutive round win streak here from 100 Thieves to take map point. But 100 Thieves, the economy flush with cash, they are still in this.
And think about how important this was, as Khan does take out EU, but think about how important this was that GenG had both their timeouts rolling into this second half to be able to take one in this moment to set themselves up at match point.
Solid entry, but Bustio hoping to keep things close here, but Meteor just being completely unnoted on that rotate, that push all the way up through mid. Timing absolutely gorgeous from him. As a sigh of relief, delayed high five. They can breathe a little bit easier, but cannot relax quite just yet, because we very well could be far from over. EU, one away, but Cryo, first to fall, texture collecting a kill. Asana looking for timing, he's able to find one. He himself, though, dizzied up, shut down. Lakia finds the kill. Lockdown gonna be coming through, and this time, GenG believing in it, respecting it, but also finding their own. EU pushing forward, trying to find it, trying to destroy, but he ends up getting picked off.
This is huge, the counter lockdown. They're able to bait it out because the pressure was so strong from GenG off the rip. This gives them a huge opportunity.
And those kills gives the Thrash over here to Lakia. Bang, up top to detain, through, and they cannot find the kills. GenG will put their feet down and close out Icebox 13-10.
Fantastic map between these two teams to start. Exactly what you wanted, a close back and forth.
That it was, and with Ascent coming through, we've seen so many teams dropping their own map picks. This is far from over. See if 100 Thieves can rally back or if GenG get a 2-0 when we return from the break.
하나, 둘, 셋, 젠지! 또라라라라라, 오메야 슈밤.
Not sure what sensitivity you perform best with? Are you constantly changing your sensitivity because you're missing? Introducing the Universal Sensitivity Finder in AIM Labs. Get real-time sensitivity recommendations. Keep track of the sensitivities you perform best with, then bring it into your next ranked game and dominate. Now available in AIM Labs Plus.
Red Bull gives you wings.
It's been a while since I wished you well. I can't remember how we passed that time. All these faces staring at me, getting closer to the sun. All these voices shouting at me, wish you'd never see me drown. Since the moment I met you, please don't forget me when I'm down here. It's been a while since I hit the bottom. I'll sing my song. Come find me. Come find me. All these faces staring at me, getting closer to the sun. All these voices shouting at me, wish you'd never see me drown.
Hey guys, I'm here right now with Solo of GenG and with Jen to help with some translation. Now Solo, it looked as though GenG had quite a lead, but then 100 Thieves were able to make a bit of a comeback. What do you usually tell the team during times like those when they need that extra push to be able to close out a map?
감독님 오늘 시작이 정말 좋았는데 살짝 상대에게 추격을 허용하기도 했었거든요. 이럴 때 선수들에게 어떤 얘기를 해주면서 확실히 승기를 잡을 수 있고 승리를 굳힐 수 있도록 도와주시나요?
일단 뭐 자신감을 불어 넣어주고 저희가 어쨌든 상대방이 어떻게 하는지를 저희가 코치들이 얘기를 많이 해주면서 이길 수 있다라는 그냥 자신감을 많이 넣어준 것 같아요. 네.
So we try to keep the confidence level up for the players, telling them you can definitely win this, you guys can do this as well. And me and HSK, we also tell the players their game plan, our opponent's game plan, and how they should navigate through the match, and also, you know, just keeping the confidence level up.
Well, I think their confidence levels are very much up after that map win. Let's see if GenG can close this one out.
Yo guys, yo, hello, hello.
You gotta give it to Karen. He showed him. He showed him. This is the map that you guys thought that 100 Thieves would be able to take it home. Are you surprised that it was GenG in the end?
Absolutely. Yeah, I am surprised, but I think that especially after what we saw on the first half, we were pretty convinced. I think that time after time, how proactive GenG were being on the defense round after round. I think that this is a good example. Also in round 6, just defying this wall from Viper time after time, not respecting it, and finding this first fix. 100 Thieves was always on the verge of deciding what to do next.
What's funny is it's really similarly to what 100 Thieves is finding success with in their last match of Icebox when they played against Foot. These really proactive early rounds where you're finding timings like this one off the knife, going for the contact push up. Texture doing a lot of these rounds where he's just taking a solo swing in and punishing players as they're setting up for this execute. If you let this double initiator comp exec on you, you will be losing rounds. If you're proactive, you can win. GenG proved that. And one of the big players making those plays was Karon. He's been great this whole event, and he had a massive step up in this map.
But I think that for me personally, after what we saw this map and the comparison between the two halves, we could go pound for pound on every single head-to-head and just being like Lakia and then Asuna. Like there's been so many good stellar moments for each and one of these players, understanding where they have to be in the map and how the spike should not go down.
This was proof, though, of how good both these teams are on their defensive side. I think that if 100 Thieves had started on defense, this could have been a different story. A strong map for both squads, but it's huge for GenG to start this with a win.
Yeah, and from one rookie to another, let's head into the AIM Labs shoot around and check in on 100 Thieves EU, who also had his moments on this map. And again, they very nearly pulled off the 3-11 comeback.
Yeah, it was so close to making it happen. Their defensive side, I think honestly, taking a lot of those similar keys, right? These teams play similar comps, so the defense has similar success. It's the same proactivity. It's cryo swinging it. It's Io and Asuna working in conjunction to set up a lot of these combined rounds with the Sova Gecko comp. Unfortunately for 100 Thieves fans, it just wasn't quite enough, with GenG calling a few key adaptations out that timeout.
It was so fresh to see them playing like that. Like every single player, like there was a round where Io, it looked like he had everything, then Munchkin ults, and it's done.
I mean, his ults were insane in that one too from EU. That double kill with the Hunter's Fury round was huge.
I can't wait to see what 100 Thieves coach Zix had to say ahead of map 2.
I'm here right now with Zix of 100 Thieves. That was a really close map. Can you let us know, during those rounds that the team was able to string together, what was going right for the team and how will that carry over to the next map?
I think for the first half, we were a bit slower, like out of pace, I guess, with each other. So going into the second half, we set that as a pretty clear focus, make sure we were like fighting together on the same page. And that was definitely happening way more. Toward the end, we ended up having some mess up plays, is what it is. That meant that we weren't going to end up closing out the map, but it's fine, it happens. We're just going to make sure that we keep to the pace that we like playing and keep just playing on the same page, and we'll recover for map 2 and 3.
All right, well, let's see if 100 Thieves can pick up the pace on Ascent.
Well, they have to recover as we head to Ascent, Kukuga, because otherwise they're going to be knocked into the lowers to face Paper Rex.
Yeah, exactly. And the compositions here are not going to be anything new. We're going to have a mirror matchup here, but GenG feels very comfortable in this map. Yes, 100 Thieves also have a couple of very dominant wins, but they do not have as much practice as GenG has.
Two guys that stepped up big time to get that comeback rolling for 100 Thieves on map 1 were, of course, Boostio and Bang. Those two anchors are going to be critical to get a strong defense side here for 100 Thieves if they want to recover.
Of course, they have to step up and dig a little bit deeper because Achilles and Paper Thin, this is fight for everything here in Master Shanghai.
It absolutely is. GenG almost letting that first map get away from them. We know the tenacity. We know the fight is there for 100 Thieves. And as Coach Six was just saying, they're looking to just recollect, ignore that first map and just focus forward on these next two.
Yeah, they definitely can. 100 Thieves is really good on Ascent. So is GenG. GenG's been struggling a bit as of recent history on Ascent in Pacific, but they were really good at the beginning of this year. They went like 6-0 or something like that to start the year. Meanwhile, not losing on Ascent at all, 100 Thieves. AC push towards A potentially. Smoke to try to delay. Texture out ahead of it. Bang underneath Hell. 2 players in. Karon TPs with Texture. Karon gets the opener.
Karon able to find one. EU going to be taken down. Texture eating a bit of damage here as Bang just lurking here within the smoke. Pushes forward. It's able to find one. Turns his sights over to Lakia, but can't quite finish the job. Ends up getting taken down, but Lakia, damage, taken down low, but still standing. Lucio now, last one alive. HP bars in tatters here for GenG. Can he collect the kills? There's the first one. Looking for the second, but then Meteor swinging up from main will shut it down. GenG themselves another pistol.
Just enough space given over for GenG to punish it. Immediately putting 2 players into that cloud burst from Texture. No delay at the point of attack from 100 Thieves available. Bang trying to play his life underneath Hell, and he's usually quite good in that spot, but only able to get one. And just Karon, God, he's been insane. You know, the desk highlighted him in between maps, how good he was on Icebox. He's picking up right where he left off, and what an angle Lakia is able to find there between those 2 smokes. To get the kill onto Asuna. And look at this stack.
Oh my God.
The Tower of Thieves.
This is some new tech. Where did they cook this one up? I'm not sure if it was in a lab or in a kitchen, but that is diabolical.
I love it.
But GenG not looking like they really want to swing into this one. For now, it's just going to be Karon poking and prodding around towards A main.
It's like a pyramid you make at cheerleading competitions. Like, you're just stacked there. But GenG isn't seeming to go in that direction. I mean, they have zero information. They have no idea that this is happening.
Well, smoke across here. Karon still wanting to play late lurk, wanting to play backstab. Smokes off market. Busio, the only one here, does have a sheriff, can deal some damage. For now, switch gonna be hit. Nice shot across. Does take down Munchkin, but quickly traded out. Meteor able to find that kill. Now the rotation's coming through. The pyramid broken.
Karon with a late lurk, but not going to catch them going through mid just yet. He's at top mid. Could do some damage.
Just checking out the rest of the site. Nothing going to be spotted there. A little bit of damage across there. EU whittled away at down to 68. Just utilizing these Guardians for their best ability. Paranoia not connecting. Karon now slow creeping up here towards market. EU potentially in a really rough spot. Not turning back, not paying attention to the angle. And Karon thinking better rub. Bip pushes forward. Unable to find the damage. Karon now striking, finds himself a second kill. Bang gonna be taken down. Noting Cryo over to the side. It's being revealed. Savvy with a headshot. Meteor finds himself a second. Cryo will get one. Stop them from carrying over all of these weapons, but GenG will find themselves a 2-0 start.
Yeah, so far, GenG getting a little bit lucky in their read in that round. Could have been a lot worse there. I think 100 Thieves got into a position where they could maybe do some damage, but just in time, Karon showed up and was able to stabilize himself. EU had an opportunity, but just a little bit off with the aim, and Karon able to stabilize. Early op for Cryo, the glass cannon, no armor invested. This could be interesting to see where he's going to challenge. He's deep in mid, back behind Pizza. Knife's not going to confirm his position.
Oh, but the shot goes wide! Cryo doesn't find the connection, but Meteor does. Taken down, and that is a monstrous kill to be found here for GenG. They look to try to convert a bonus. Bang pushing forward, sending out the Paranoia, but Texture able to still find one. The full flash connecting. He dashes forward. Bang has no idea where he's going. He can't see a damn thing. Just TPing into the wall.
GenG's just so patient. Oh, great shots from Bustio. Is he going to anticipate that Lakia is right behind the other corner?
It's hard to say no. He doesn't. Quick 2-tap. A weapon to be picked up for Lakia. And an attempted save here for EU. This round, absolutely out of the hands of 100 Thieves.
And this is something that 100 Thieves were so good at when I was VOD reviewing, particularly on this map, is dodging utility, dodging flashes, but GenG just baits them right into it. You know, 100 Thieves gets a little overconfident with their potential weapon advantage, and GenG just punishes the heck out of them. Munchkin's just willing to full flash texture so they can set up the rest of the players, and Bang is just screwed.
EU, chance to do some damage, but Karon just swings out a little bit wider, adjusts a little bit faster, and every single weapon taken out of the hands here of 100 Thieves.
And that's
GenG, 3-0 start.
An attack side bonus for GenG. That's crazy.
Not something that you see every day. Oh
no.
Just below the elbow. Cannot find it. And then Bang, I mean, just full flashed up. Man has no idea where he's going. Just plows forward into the wall. It's like a human car crash. Just smashes into it.
It's an eco round now. 400 Thieves, but defender side on Ascent. See it all the time. Teams are able to string together some thrifties. GenG is doing their diligence, just making sure there's any push outs they're accounted for, because 100 Thieves definitely will get aggressive. See Asuna trying to push this angle with a stinger. Seeing if maybe he can catch somebody up close and personal. Maki is there, but Flash just backs him off. And you have Bang tucked up on top. See if that's going to be read by Texture. He's at least potentially suspecting it.
Smoke coming through, and he's just going to go ahead and spray across. The counter spray does confirm presence, but cannot find that kill. Now Meteor going to be dealt with over here in B main. Weapon recovered. EU just looking to back away. Flash catching, but Busio reinforcing. Tucked away now. Good early advantage here for 100 Thieves.
And it's huge. Texture being so weak makes that entry way more difficult. 100 Thieves doing a good job keeping themselves from taking much damage. The fragment.
Just a little bit of damage across there. Asuna just spraying, trying to see if he can find anything. 0 point in the meantime, checking that there's no lurker over in wine. Land coming through, dash across, Asuna able to find one. Karan going to be taken down, Lakia pushing forward, cannot steady that aim. Busio gets the headshot, which is the corner, Munchkin finds one, finds himself a second. 3 overall, but now Texture all on his lonesome, 24 HP. Tries for the readjust, Busio still here at having the backup plan for the team. Texture will find one, but Bang will put him down. 100 Thieves getting themselves here on the board. The MasterCard Thrifty.
Yeah, huge stuff from 100 Thieves. Able to win some big battles out in the open, doing a ton of damage in the early parts of the round. And EU, he catches Meteor. It's a bait and switch from Market. Nicely done there. The drop down from Asuna, so well timed. The Sheriff so strong. Get the reveal on the behind generator player, and Texture has to swing out wide to try to cover that plant position. With the tap, he has to respect it because the smoke is there. He can't just assume that they had pulled off. And that's great. Great push and pull from 100 Thieves. Now let's see what GenG wants to do. They're going in hard.
Yep, rushing up over the top. TP forward from Karan, gets himself situated over at Boats. The Hunter's Fury just fishing for any kind of tags. Nothing going to be noted there. Nothing caught. It's Cryo. Peek out of the smoke, tries to get the flick, can't make it happen. Meteor at the same time, able to find Busio. Spraying through, just looking to hold them back, looking to hold them at bay. Cryo on the repeat, just meant to find one, but Bang now. Dealt with, dead. Cryo finds his second, but he's down to 12 HP.
Who could have
And
predicted
GenG just decided to up the pace. They drop a Thrifty. They push the accelerator.
Well, this feels like the game plan for GenG here today against this 100 Thieves team is to push the pace on their attacker side. Is to don't give 100 Thieves any breathing room. Don't give them time to figure themselves out. And it's a great combination of the Hunter's Fury, Texture dashing in, and the TP from Karan to gain this crossfire from B main into the back site. They deal with Busio quickly. Great recognition here from Meteor, because Busio had slipped in to the lane position, and he was dealt with. That could have been the backbreaker for GenG in that round. But Meteor, so aware. Now they've got a lockdown versus lockdown.
Here.
Do have the no command from Munchkin. Cryo does have the Blade Storm, so he's going to invest in that in this round. GenG once again against a Thrifty, being cautious, making sure that There is no early aggression, especially with that Blade Storm. You gotta worry about that up and over off a contact from the turret or something like that.
Turret cleared out, 0 point the check forward. It's a suppression here on the Busio, still holding, and Meteor swings right into it. Texture at the same time, though, able to find Cryo. Looks like Lakia suspicious that Bang is gonna be sat back here in wine, but weapon recovered. Busio able to collect that. There's no other presence over towards B.
And this is something 100 Thieves loves to do. Tuck players in corners, try to catch you off guard. And it's red.
Shock dart, fragment, now lobbed in. Bang is just dead to rights, no way out. Smart read here from the side of GenG, but not out of the woods yet. Asana, tuck back, pushing forward, spraying through. Lakia trying to hound him down, but switch has been hit, but door has been broken.
30 seconds left.
This pop flash gonna be sent through. Lakia able to turn away from it, gets so much spray damage across onto Busio while blinded. And that just takes away the hero rifle. Recovery here from EU, scoops it up. But now he's just tucked into the corner. They're just swinging forward. They want this man dead. So EU tries to backpedal. The drone to check, the pull away. Does he just save it? Or does he try to deal some damage? One off that Hunter's Fury. Looks like just any kind of exits that he can get, but otherwise wants to just tuck back and keep that Phantom in his possession.
I think GenG here so weak, they don't want to give up any more kills. They know that that Hunter's Fury is one away.
Texture's pushing for it a little bit.
Oh, we saw him.
Yep, quick little jump peek there. Able to spot it out. Texture trying to rush this down, but EU will collect the kill. Take a look back, and I mean, just the awareness to just spray through in the bench and take down Cryo.
I mean, it's something that GenG has shown us so far in this match is they've done their homework. They understand some of the ways that 100 Thieves likes to position themselves, because 100 Thieves doesn't play a lot of what you would call traditional default. They're kind of active on the map. They're moving players around. Sure. They're trying to tuck players like Bustio into corners, like Bang, into wine, as we saw in that previous round. Sometimes Bustio will go out in the mid and hide himself right underneath that box that's short, things like that, that you have to be so aware of. And GenG is, so far. I mean, Bustio's winning some great battles, 1v1s against Meteor. That's great, that's huge. But the rest of GenG is doing a great job working this map and finding 100 Thieves positions. And it's tough sometimes to read 100 Thieves as well, because they're not always kind of playing like the agents in the positions you expect them. Like, it's not gonna be Asana in tree all the time. He's rotating around the map, he's being really active. Sometimes it's EU there with the Sova covering that angle. Sometimes it's Bang. So they're really difficult to get a read on, but GenG so far has, and that's impressive. They've really done a great job prepping for this match, and that credit has to go to Solo and HSK for getting them ready so far.
Well, first timeout called. See what the adjustments look like here for 100 Thieves. A rough go of it so far on this defensive side. Another ult built up. EU with that final kill, able to get the Hunter's Fury ready.
Get out of my
If
way.
it comes into play, if he's just going to be saving it, waiting for that lockdown from Meteor.
Yeah, he's looking for that Hunter's Fury angle off the recon dart. GenG wise to it.
Alarm bot. Not going to get cleared. Flash into the face of Texture.
Blocking sight.
Overall, looking fairly nonplussed. Tailwind now going to be popped, pushing forward, and cannot get the knives through. Bang, steadying the aim. Comes up with two. Texture and Karen both going to be taken down. Cryo peeking into towards B. Finds Meteor. Very solid start here for 100 Thieves. Only losing out on one player so far. Lakia and Munchkin now left scratching their heads.
It's going to be tough. Seeing if they can find some space, but Munchkin about to be challenged. Huge from Cryo.
Clean with a shot. Looking for the finisher, pushing forward. Doesn't read that Lakia is going to be that far forward. Ends up getting taken down. Lakia spotting out one. Decides to back away. Tap onto the spike. Clear on the recon. No. Does get pinged. Dart's now going to be flying at his feet. Gets the plant down. Is able to get that money at least, but EU clean it up once more. 100 Thieves will find themselves a second round win.
Yeah, it's just a great hold in market by Bang. He's so steady in positions like that. So difficult to displace, and there's no utility that's able to get in there to make Texture's attack into that position easier. And Texture whiffs a bit on the blades, and that's an easy 2K. And the follow-up.
He's been doing that lately.
I know, you're absolutely right. I have noticed that as well. It's been a little bit off compared to what his normal self. He's normally quite clean with the blades.
Well, a big round here for 100 Thieves. Now big ultimates as they look to try to get 2 rounds consecutively. Everything aside from their own Blade Storm available for them. Recon looking for the ping. Gets the spot out on the 1. It's going to be a back off here. Hunter's Fury not coming through.
Yeah, saving it for the lockdown, it feels like.
You don't want to open it up on a jet.
Also that. Bit of an attempted bait from GenG. So both Hunter's Furies, both lockdowns there. Counters are available. GenG is really trying to work the map, trying to clear the alarm bot in mid. Will it land? Oh, it's too far. Forward position, not gonna catch it. So now they're gonna put the smoke down. It's right inside of that smoke.
Yeah, not really gonna be able to avoid it. Blind TP forward into pizza. Munchkin sending the flash in here towards 3. Fragment instantly coming through. Asuna looking to save him off. Forces them back. Again, attempted the entry, but bang in the same position. Gets the same players, but this time he gets Munchkin on top. Lockdowns committed from both sides. But this round, out of GenG's hands. Lockit out in mid, able to find 1, the peak coming through. But I don't think they're gonna read EU whatsoever. And they do not. Lockit again, last man standing. Just sat here on short. Spike stranded over at market.
Seeing if he can get away with anything. Time dwindling. Let's see if anybody's gonna go for it. Yeah, there's the spot. Lockit trying to get away. Still have Cryo to consider.
Found them.
Sends out the recon. Do they push forward? No. Not fast enough to be able to find the punish. So Lockit will be able to carry over the weapon. Economy's still decent for the side of GenG, but bang. Just in this position, back to back. Shutting down these rounds, shutting down these market takes.
And we've seen some mental mistakes from GenG today, as good as they've been. You know, think about the lockdown in the previous map, where it caught all the players. And here, this round, just not accounting for the fact that Bang's in the exact same spot. I mean, that's something that somebody should be checking for.
Revealing area.
At least doing a quick peek to see.
Karon, far forward here. Doesn't put any damage back there onto Asuna. He just gets whittled away at Boosty at the same time. Back over across the map, getting tagged down to 57.
This is 100 Thieves in their element, when they're able to push out towards the mains, take control of the extremities of the map like they have, tuck Boostio in a corner. Things like this is what makes them so difficult to read, because they're all over the map trying to catch you off guard.
Here.
And it's starting to work. And now it's GenG's turn to find the response, to find the counter to it. Lockit does have an Odin to back up that Hunter's Fury. Both lockdowns were used, so still those Hunter's Furies could be invested to find picks.
Push down Cat. EU at the same time. Jiggle peeking back over at spawn. 0 point. Not quite going where he wanted it to. Doesn't gain much information. EU quick to rotate over. Decides to hold on to the dart for a little bit longer. As Texture gets himself up into window. And Munchkin not reading that he's being shot at whatsoever. Texture now does come in. Manages to find that backstab and cannot displace Asuna, who holds down the site. 3 kills for him and shut on the door. Meteor. Make his presence known. Does find that one, but they're both stacked up. And neither will fall. 100 Thieves now 1 round away from tying things up at 5-5.
Yeah, and now the utility exchanges are starting to go 100 Thieves' way. They're not really getting caught out by GenG, especially Munchkin's utility. Munchkin there just completely sandwiched, not aware that EU could be coming so quick. Something you have to be aware of with 100 Thieves. They're really fast to react to open space and try to punish you. And this brings out a timeout from GenG. Wants to see if they can get this back in their favor. Because already, look, normally you'd say, you get 5 rounds in attacker's half on Ascent, you're having a pretty good half.
Sure.
Generally. GenG.
Not a poor position to be in by any means,
yeah.
But the mistakes that are being seen right here compared to the start of the map, that's the biggest concern for GenG. And 100 Thieves, again, we saw them starting to ramp up over on Icebox. You know that if you give them that momentum, they are going to just take you out.
No doubt. And now they're starting to get crispy with their aim too. And you're seeing it with Bang, you're seeing it with Asuna in particular, these last couple rounds. Hitting some big shots. Boostio has been really clean this map for the most part. He's 7-7, but he's hit some really impactful shots. Making some good reads now. The IGL for 100 Thieves. These Hunter's Furies just collecting dust in our Sova's pockets.
Yeah.
Just chilling. Asuna does have that no command as well, but these rounds have been kind of fast and furious. It's kind of 100 Thieves is able to shut these rounds down at the point of attack of GenG, so they don't have to really invest many ults.
Yep.
They're just getting kills.
It's all a lockdown, you know, just what, a couple rounds ago.
Yeah.
But everything else has just been pocketed by them. Cryo now. Set up, anticipating maybe a bit of a jiggle peek out. Dart over the top. Smoke as well invested. That'll force him back. Good space being taken, but 0 point. Not going to be noting anybody. Alarm bot not going to be cleared out.
Yeah, they're kind of flirting with another hit towards mid here to see if maybe they could bait out some attention. See if they can sniff this operator out.
He's got two, basically able to stare in towards market. Watch that push up.
And they've been, if they're slow on the early part of rounds, they haven't pushed mid this aggressively. So kind of in your mind, 100 Thieves, aware that they could have pushed these corners. GenG being so patient, freezing the map right now, and not really giving much info over 100 Thieves. But 100 Thieves seems to be reading it reasonably well.
Point again going through texture. Utilizing that time. Flash across, but way too late. Munchkin swings in the market, ends up getting taken down. The Hunter's Fury from EU again, finding a kill. Meteor dead. Just spamming across the map. Another advantage here. This texture finds one, but then immediately gets traded out.
Left.
A 2v4, but still a null command in their back pocket, as well as Bang here on the site. The swing out of the smoke, and Lakia doesn't know what hit him. It's Karon able to see one, tries to go in for the challenge, but Cryo will have absolutely none of it. We are tied up at 5-5.
That's phenomenal patience from 100 Thieves. Just waiting this out, anticipating that GenG hadn't moved, hadn't re-rotated, hadn't cleared any space, and they just hold right and short, right outside of market. Great patience, great Hunter's Fury, great pickup for EU again. Found some serious value with that ult on Icebox. Picking up right where he left off. All tied up. GenG has to go down to a slightly weaker buy now. Two Guardians, Karon and Lakia. Still that Hunter's Fury though as well for Lakia. See if he can find an opportunity to use it. They're three-man stacking here towards A. Maybe looking to try to challenge some of these mains now, try to control the extremities of the map a bit more.
Contact push up into B at the moment. This is just going to be the turret cleared out. Nano waiting around the corner, and Cryo as well, shifting over by Ali. GenG just poking and prodding, just trying to remove some of this util that they've been struggling with in these last several rounds. It's right back to that slow pace.
Got an opportunity. This is one of those rounds where EU is the one trying to guard tree, so you don't have to worry about those flashes from Asuna. See if they can take advantage of this, but he's got this Odin.
0 point sees nothing. Shift over from Asuna, getting a little bit closer. Fragment said to try to check over towards Switch. Recon now up over the top. Doesn't get cleared out. No, gets the ping onto one, and there's the Odin looking for the second, and he's got it. Now Spike stranded. Texture dead. Lakia pushes forward, finds one, but Meteor.
30 seconds left.
And man's just trying to rotate over, but his teammates are all dead. Bucio spotting him out. And there's a 50-50 setup here with Cryo on the other side.
Just no util deep enough to bother EU. He's able to get that recon, get a ton of peeks. I mean, GenG tried to react to it,
10 seconds
but with just the
left.
Guardian, couldn't clear it quick enough. All that info garnered, and it's another round shut down before the spike even gets close to being planted for GenG. 100 Thieves, so tricky, so smart, so aware.
Now setting
Last
themselves up
round in the half.
for a decently strong half here on the defender side. Rescuing that rocky start. Again, that streak building up, that momentum building behind them. And GenG still scattered. No clear out on the dart. 2 kills found for EU. Fantastic hold from him over at Tree. It's so hard to deal with.
It is. It is. You have to displace him with deeper utility, and they don't. And he punishes the heck out of him for it. Just so smart. Making sure here, I think, gonna give the ult over to Munchkin, indeed.
Null Command could transition this into a fairly fast hit, and it looks like that's going to be the case as Null Command does get popped here. Still a little bit slow on the approach as Entry here from Texture, gets himself up on top of Gen. Now bang out into the open, ends up getting taken down. Lakia, Hunter's Fury committed. Asuna dead. Texture setting up that cloudburst here. Cryo able to find one, but Texture is back within the smoke. Finds the kill, knives pop, 2 players now to try to clutch it. Busio and EU versus 4. The push coming in, Texture, attention. Pulled away, ends up falling. That's the start. Eldrone to try and scout everybody here within the site itself. No one disconnected, no one out in main, no one on a flank. And it looks like they're gonna face this together. Double push up, pop flash gonna be sent just to try to slow them down, stay them off a little bit more. And EU with the spray, able to find one, but now he's all on his lonesome. 2 players to try to get rid of the swing, getting ready to come through. They can't quite clutch it out. We're tied up 6-6 at the half.
That was a brilliant execute. That recon dart, even though it doesn't spot anything, the lack of information, they understand where Bank's position is, they're able to shut him down early. Nicely thought out by GenG. A little bit rough in that post plant, but they got it done.
Breathe a sigh of relief, once again just breaking that streak. Bringing it back to parity. GenG, can they find stability, even on the defender side? Some mistakes being witnessed. Still, definitely a cause for concern. No way to breathe easy going into this next half. And pistol round, ever important. Let's see who is going to take that first step. And for now, we'll go ahead and pass this back over to the analyst desk to break things down.
Well, that half could not have been close, and it's time to take a look at the Verizon high-speed moment, and it's bang, bang, bang. I definitely meant to say that, wrote that myself. But yeah, 100 Thieves are on the board.
Yeah, exactly. I think that things started off so quickly for GenG. They were just constantly sending in and standing one step ahead. But the moment that 100 Thieves, with plays like this one, especially from Bang, coming from market, started shutting them down, they started slowing down time after time. And then is when the problems started to come for the squad.
Still, 6-6 is an amazing attack side on Ascent coming out of GenG. Getting that last round on the board with the KO ult, fast change of pace into the A site was huge for them. Even before that, though, I think they did a really good job of playing the mid-round throughout, baiting out a lot of this utility for 100 Thieves, and when they got into the post plants, playing super disruptively and not letting 100 Thieves play into those flood retakes that they're so good at.
Yeah, exactly, but now we need to look ahead. Yes, 6-6 is not bad, right, when we're talking about the attack side, but GenG is right now 3 out of 3 in pistols in this series. If 100 Thieves wants to take it back, it has to start with the pistol. I think it has to start with some confidence on their attack side if they want to see breeze.
And we need to see 100 Thieves rally in this one. This team had such high expectations coming into this event, such high expectations after winning their first series in such dominant fashion against Foot. GenG, if they could close this one out here, I think you should really be considering them the tournament favorite.
Well, the pistol round is going to be absolutely pivotal here. As Kakuka said, 100 Thieves, they haven't managed to win a single pistol round just yet, and this could be the most important one. Achilles and Paperthin for their tournament so far.
Absolutely. I mean, clean with the pistols overall. How do they fare now? Shifting sides. GenG over onto the defense. This is where you would favor him. 6-6 overall on paper. Sounds like it'd be fantastic for him, but 100 Thieves are a different beast, and they're starting things off gorgeously. What a shutdown to GenG's game plan. Cryo and Asuna do take quite a bit of damage, but Karan just has to back away. A little bit of spray across the sea, waits for his teammates to rotate over, but Spike now planted. Recon, quick clear, no pings found, and no shock darts held here by Lakia to try to interrupt this. Door gonna be broken, Meteor able to find one, but now tag low, swings back in, does get himself a second. Karan noted, dealt with. Lakia now, last man standing, can't quite make it happen. EU will get the better of him at the end, and 100 Thieves will take the pistol.
This just comes down to slightly faster timing here from 100 Thieves. Their flash is in anticipation of aggression from GenG, and GenG isn't quite ready. Munchkin's there with Texture, but I think they were thinking they'd get a little bit more space. Nasuna's flash is perfect. A lot of damage done on the way through to 100 Thieves, so that makes it close because they're all very, very weak. And Lakia has an opportunity but can't quite get it done. And that is a monstrous, monstrous pistol round for 100 Thieves.
Looking for a similar rush out here. Just ignoring the one-way setup. Pop flash gonna be sent in. Munchkin doing a decent amount of damage. Oh! Texture collecting 2. Cryo and EU both taken out. Weapon cannot be recovered here. Way too far forward for it, but they'll even just juggle him back, not wanting any advantages handed over here to GenG. What a bailout from Texture.
Just, GenG's so good with Sheriffs.
Now in the danger zone here is 100 Thieves. Any more kills, any more weapons lost, that's gonna be painful for him. Smoke's in ahead of the 0 point. Into the back, the push forward, Texture finding himself a third, looking for the fourth, looking for the ace, will not find it. Bang denies that away from him. Pushes back the weapon, scoops up the Vandal. Either way you slice it, this is already catastrophic for the side of 100 Thieves. See if he can get the win.
Ooh.
Shots through, just looking to try to just whittle away at him. Shock dart landing right in front of his face.
Not ready yet.
Plant in. An off default plant allows him to avoid these shock darts as the drone goes on the hunt. Cannot get that dart reveal. With a pinch here is Bang.
Come down to timing.
One more TP available for him. It's Lakia inching his way forward. Time starting to twiddle. The drop down, Lakia not getting taken out, and Meteor delivering the final headshot. Tied up once again. GenG make it 7-7, shutting things down here in their eco round.
I mean, Texture is just an absolute animal. Just ridiculous what he's able to do. The paranoia is brilliant as well from Karon. The flash of getting involved from Munchkin. Gets those two and he's out. I think that might have been a little bit purposeful from Karon to reveal his position behind Generator. He was tucked out a little bit to buy that extra space for Texture.
Take the attention away.
Exactly. Because you can also, because there was still a flash, there was still a paranoia left for the side of 100 Thieves for that execute. And you could also buy some of that util, but oh me, oh my, what a round. Oh, what a shot.
Fantastic shutdown. It's a hell of a lot of damage. Down to 10 HP, but push here onto the side coming through. Karon, couple shots in. Suspects that they're going to be in a little bit deeper, and he does not turn for the flash. He's going to be taken out. That's going to be a weapon recovered here for the side of 100 Thieves. Meteor now arriving in heaven. Fragment disrespects it, drifts across it, finds a headshot, but Bang takes him down. And what a reply from 100 Thieves. Get ecoed, they eco him right back. Minor investment. Lakia now last one standing. A 50-50, and he cannot get either of them. A Massacre Thrifty, a proper one here, as 100 Thieves get themselves back into a leading position. What a response.
Yeah, they just turn up the pace and they start hitting some great flashes along the way. Just shutting everyone out as Asuna. Cryo wins a great early battle. That's brutal to lose that. But then look at these flashes, they're hitting everybody. Insanely good stuff. And it just shows you how good these two teams are. Able to go eco for eco against each other. GenG down to Sheriffs. Shorty for Lakia. Phantom for Meteor, Guardian for Texture, and they're just gonna keep the pace going.
Storming their way through. Nano gonna be going off. Paranoia connecting onto a couple players, and Asuna the turret finishes them off. Surely not another one! Meteor's util getting so much value! And somehow it's happening again!
What is going on? This is madness! They're just reading each other so well. Oh, the spot.
That's the spot, but he TP's back, Gen. They think he's maybe in hell, but Karon with a smart reposition. Lucio entering, finding one, but then just getting counter sprayed down. It's another MasterCard Thrifty. 8-8. These teams inseparable.
These have been some of the most explosive rounds you will see on Ascent. They are just clobbering each other on A. Look at these nanos. So wonderfully placed, and Bang just gets
again
driven by.
Talking about the flashes in the previous round for 100 Thieves. Here
right
they
back
are.
At it, yep.
Absolutely unreal scenes. The likes of which we have never witnessed before.
Give me more of that. I'm enjoying this.
Well, the economy needs to be broken if that's going to be the case. Texture waiting out to see if there's going to be a ping, but instead, 100 Thieves read it. We just spray across. Texture falls. The trap play not getting its catch.
Left open so much space on A, and that brings out the fragment from GenG to make sure that they can reposition, and Munchkin just plops himself right in the middle of this smoke. Bang waiting to see if he'll push out, but Munchkin gonna think better of it. Gets the check though.
Yeah. Munchkin wanting to push it. Takes him down a little bit low. Bang having to wait out. that suppression before trying to make any kind of exit for himself.
That's so well played by Munchkin.
Fake on the TP. Munchkin, does he read that at all? So the answer's gonna be no. No attempt at a spray. Null command now gonna be popped. They rotate over here in towards B, but Meteor able to collect 1 kill. Weapon still works just fine, and Meteor shuts down 3. Res can come through. Ascent is still in the fight. The push now, the flood retake attempt coming in as Karan able to find 2 quick kills, and bang, still
he's in spawn.
Working. He's over in their spawn.
30 seconds left.
A massive opportunity here for him.
No way they read this.
The door's shut. They know. They're so aware at the moment. Karan staring over here towards alley. Tucks back though. But Munchkin left lingering. He's got the spike under his control, and Karan's got the headshot to give GenG the lead.
Oh my God. These rounds are absolutely bonkers, dude. These are just so crazy. The back and forth. I mean, you get the opener on the texture, and then you buy a bit of time. You bait out some good utility from GenG, and Meteor just goes crazy. I mean, these repositions, gets the first dink, and he's like, oh, I'm gonna get more off of this. And Karan steps in, finds a second through the wall there. Ridiculous stuff that we are seeing here.
GenG now up 9-8, but it has just been a fairly pendulum swinging map. These players just back and forth, giving over these rounds. Again, softer buy here for the side of 100 Thieves. Guardian for Stingers. Pull back from Meteor. Paranoia timing is gorgeous, and Meteor collecting the first kill, collecting a second. Busio dead. Karan here at Hell, but that's exactly where he's looking to send 100 Thieves. 2 kills picked up. Meteor with a finisher. Another 3-piece from him, and GenG move up to 10.
Yeah, no shenanigans this time. GenG's not falling for these early executes, getting caught up in that util. Instead, they pedal back just enough and then wait for the paranoia, wait for their opportunities to strike. Karan just being super patient in Hell. Another flash there to set Meteor up as well. And I love the change-ups from GenG, starting to get the feel for the flow of this. And they have a ton of ults, Achilleos. So does 100 Thieves, though.
Yeah.
Both have their lockdowns.
This is back into the full investment here for him. Hunter's Fury available for both to try to clear out those lockdowns if they come into play. 100 Thieves for now, just wanting to take some early space. But, okay, Hunter's Fury gonna go across. Looking for the tags, though. Not gonna be found, and that opens up for a fairly free use lockdown. Meteor can get a timing one to counteract and try to stave them off. Could just be nullified off the rip, but Texture for now. Creeping forward, thinking about it, swings out, but Cryo just around the corner. Asana up on top of the box, tries to get the flick.
Wow.
Not quite gonna make it happen this time.
Jeez, thought we might get a repeat of that one earlier.
Yeah, the elbow peak.
Yes. I mean, Texture's so aware. Hitting the flow state right now is GenG. They've sent 100 Thieves pedaling over to the other side of the map. And that's gonna be the strong side for GenG. A lot of that initiator utility over there. Plus Karan, the paranoia and the smokes. He's nasty to deal with, but still in Hell, so there's an opportunity here for 100 Thieves.
Wait out the 0 point. Look at these rotations. They really think that this is going to be a B hit now. Well, to have their world turned upside down. 0 point. Spotting on a 1. Karan, though, still here at Hell. Finally going to be dealt with. Finds one. Asana taken out. Pop flash over the top. The swinging from Lockya. Odin in hand. Finds one. Bang now. Dead. Spike now planted. 20 seconds here. Does have the lockdown, but do you commit it? Versus 4. Door now broken. And they're in such a poor spot. EU, a little bit late to react. Still finds one, but now dead. And Busio, alone. Can't make it happen. Munchkin with 3 will get GenG another round win. 2 away from 2-0ing 100 Thieves.
Man, the recovery here for GenG is so good. 100 Thieves had him completely fooled on the lack of information. GenG starts guessing that it's going to be B. Even invest a lockdown over there. And then a great flash over the top from Munchkin. Well timed there to catch a bunch of 100 Thieves members. That sets up him and Lockya to do some damage. They spread things out. 100 Thieves, it's gonna take a little bit of time here to rethink this because now they are not able to go blow for blow with GenG. It's been 4 in a row that GenG has been able to string together.
This was the ultimate hurdle, though. This point on Icebox for GenG. Took them so very long to try to get that 12th round win, and this time 100 Thieves are a hell of a lot closer in that scoreline. This timeout ends up working for them. It still very much give GenG some struggles in trying to get up to match point. They still have an immense amount of tools available to them. Hunter's Fury, lockdown committed by GenG in that last round. They hold both of those ults right now. 100 Thieves, can they make them work? Can they use them to their advantage to turn this back around?
Exactly. I mean, I think the glass is half full here, 400 Thieves. I'm still feeling like they can turn this around. With that ult advantage, I mean, now you've got the Op and the Odin for GenG, but there's opportunities here to clear some space, to get a plant down, and maybe do some serious damage to GenG, knock these power weapons out for a round. And the concern, though, is that GenG's banked up quite an economy.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to do it a couple times. But got an opportunity to at least start that march right here, right now. A bit of a check. Meteor just backpedals a bit to dodge it. Taking their time. I mean, GenG's been so aggressive sometimes in the beginning of these rounds. You have to worry that, it's going to be Texture and Munchkin, or Texture and Charon, or Charon and Munchkin. You never know who's going to be coming around that corner.
But look at the read right now for GenG.
Yeah, they've got the read.
Shifting everybody. I mean, Lakia, he's just pushing so far forward. He's up into B lobby, nothing going to be seen. No util sent over at A. Or over in mid, I should say, as Cryo goes for an entry. As he pushes out of the smoke, though, Texture able to shut him down. Repeats over towards main. Meteor, however, covering fire, finding one. And Karen still here in hell. Bang finds one, but that is not enough. EU, last one standing once more. GenG, barring a miraculous clutch, they're getting themselves up to match point. The Jiggle Peak, they note him. They want to take everything away from him.
Just what a read from GenG. It's so difficult there for 100 Thieves to find any advantage. Charon's immediately TPing out from behind Gen. Texture just never really noticed in
30
time.
seconds left.
Up on top of heaven. Charon just a devil in hell. And just reigning supreme from that position. And Munchkin is going to get the final kill on the EU. It's match point, Achilleos.
12 to 8, 100 Thieves, cashless, timeoutless. The buy is going to be rough. They still have a lockdown, but there's a null command on the other side. Munchkin might not even give them the opportunity to use it. GenG, some stumbles, some crazy thrifties, but these last several rounds have been absolutely pristine from them as they look to shut down the #1 seed from Americas.
Look at this op positioning, getting aggressive with it. Smoke to cover it, though.
Here.
Ooh, the spam damage! Bang with the Guardian.
Did he get a spot of him?
Might have.
I don't see how. Munchkin gonna look to try to reinforce his position, expecting that there's still gonna be some kind of push coming through mid. It's tucked away just ahead of the smoke dissipating.
I think they're aware.
Is he gonna be ready for this? No, he's not. Cryo, very aware, very snappy. Taking too much damage now. 3 players alive. Lakia with a judge. Gonna struggle to try to find value. Meteor only one over on this A site. And with the ult check, gonna have a long rotation to reinforce A, if that's where 100 Thieves end up striking. Flash at the ready. Full util. Dumped here. It's gonna be popped. Meteor trying to buy some time here. Allow for the rest of the team to rotate over. Fragment gonna be thrown down right at Meteor's feet. He's got to push out off of that one, but he's got this one-way setup and he's able to collect a single kill. Rotates back, tucks away, looks for Bang, can't make it happen. Bang finds a headshot. It's Lakia now, picking up the operator. Taken down, Bang gets himself a third. Coming alive here when they need it the most. For Charon, it would be absolutely monstrous of him. This young gun, this rookie. Smoke nearly back up, finds the first, but it's taken down to 20 HP. Nigh impossible for him, especially with the flank coming around the back. Cryo will just go ahead challenging for the fight. Takes him down. 3 players left alive, weapons collected, 100 Thieves. They hang in.
Yeah, there's still life in them yet. And Bang, doing a great job there. I'm with you, Achilleos. I'm not sure if they saw something underneath that smoke, like a pixel out of place, or just caught a glimpse on the map, or just guessed.
Just a read.
Just a read. Yep.
And
that's fair.
I mean, it's just a great understanding. Says, okay, I think Texture's gonna be pushing up. Smoke, he's gonna just go ahead and try to back off. And he's just got the lineup for it.
It's huge. Gives him an opportunity. Now they've got another lockdown for Boostio to work with.
I mean, man's just been holding on to it.
Yeah. Oh, he's just been holding on to it. Yeah, he hasn't used it. You're right. Just felt like so long ago that maybe he would have used it.
Texture just looking to clear out that turret. Backs off, wary about any kind of counter swing up from top mid.
They're going to really stack towards B. They're anticipating that with all the troubles that Under Thieves has had at A, when that's been their main point of attack without any early picks, eventually they're going to have to consider B. But with this op here, let's see if Texture can find the opening kill.
Ooh, EU swinging, but not wide enough for Texture to collect that one. Breathe a sigh of relief as he manages to stay alive. One player spotted, not enough to sell it here, it would seem, for GenG to believe in this A hit. It's going to be Texture and Munchkin to try to stave this off, to try to close out the map. Drone at the ready.
They spread the initiator utility, so it's tough to get a read.
Off doesn't clear it. Texture now, knives pop, reveal the meteor. Able to find one, tucks back in towards Tree. Boostio here behind him, working his way forward into the smoke. Looks for the shot, finally stabilizes it. Doesn't take too much damage, but Karen now arriving.
Down A.
Find the first, puts the spike on the floor. Wide swing, gets himself another elimination. Now Munchkin on the floor. Not looking resible here. Lakia rotating over.
Spike planted.
Catches a glimpse of the shoulder. Can he go for the res? Tucks down the crouch, saving him for a brief little moment. Looks for the shot, and he cannot have it. Double wall bangs, 100 Thieves continue. Now getting themselves up to double digits.
They're able to spread the map just enough. It's this extra attention that Ascent is drawing on the other side of the map that keeps GenG from being able to retake, to go for the flood. A great lurk from Boostio to get the kill on the Meteor. Meteor had no idea. Dead to rights. Ascent immediately up top to shut down the no command. Great spray through there to get those 2 kills off the res. GenG now gonna take a timeout. Really reconsider their options. See what they can do. It's still just been a lot of eventual attention towards A for the side of 100 Thieves. That's got to be in the back of your mind as GenG. Are they eventually going to be going B? You can see that they're starting to shift some of their forces over in that direction, kind of anticipating it. But so far, 100 Thieves has done a much better job of working the early parts of the round, finding those players out of place, getting those executes set up to where they're a lot safer because there's no counter utility available from GenG. I mean, think about that previous round. All you've got is Texture and Meteor. There's no flashes, there's no nothing.
Right.
You just have to hit your shots.
Final send here on the timeouts out of the coach's hands after this, unless this goes to overtime. Let's see if 100 Thieves can deliver on that. Lockdown still available. Meteor 2 off of his own. 100 Thieves needing to get these next 2 consecutively. Take us into that OT to have a chance at taking us to a 3rd map.
Texture just gonna opt to not grab a gun. He's kind of playing off of a dead teammate potentially. They went for a walkabout in A main, but that gives them a ton of info that this is gonna be a B hit. So they've already got a lot of reinforcements in place.
Banner to clear out the alarm box. Switch gonna be hit here as Cryo goes pushing forward. Recon pings him though, spray across it, looking to try to take him down. Ascent as well gonna be noted as Meteor finds 1, finds 2, gets himself a 3rd! Meteor wants this series to end! Boostio, the last one standing, sees 1, but he's noted, he's dead! 13-10, once again, GenG! They are back! Madrid form once again, they take down the America's #1 seed!
No one has played more maps of Valorant this year than GenG, and they just get better and better and better. They power up the more they go. Unbelievable stuff here to shut down 100 Thieves 2-0. Miomai and Meteor on this last map at B site. He wasn't having any of it.
Absolutely frying. Man's playing Killjoy, 7 first bloods for him. What a performance. For 100 Thieves, obviously, tournament not over. A chance to run it back. A chance to keep themselves in this one, to still reach that grand final. not quite taking the path that they wanted, but there is still opportunity here for this team, because you know that this loss is going to make them hungrier than they even were before.
Oh yeah, well, and in some ways, to make matters worse for 100 Thieves, you just lost to Pacific's number 2. Now you got to go up against Pacific's number 1.
With a couple more struggles there for the side of Paper Rex, but yeah, sure, not going to be an easy game by any metric. And I mean, they already were delivering on Chaos here versus GenG. Who the hell knows what it's going to look like when they go up against Paper Rex? I mean, I don't think anybody is ready for that.
I'll take more of this Ascent. That was awesome. That was just such a fun map for both squads. Really, both teams throwing a lot at each other. Tons of different looks, great recoveries, great adjustments. You got to give 100 Thieves credit. Like, it was a rough start on both maps, and they were able to bring it back both times. So there's still a lot of fight in this team. It's just,
oh yeah,
you can't. It's so weird because with both of these teams, I'm like, you can't have slow starts.
Right.
Because if you come out of the gate swinging, you're just going to lose to the other because they're so sturdy in the long run.
Honestly, disappointed that we didn't get to see the overtime. We didn't get to see Breeze come through, because there's so many wild moments, so many just great plays here throughout. Solid attempts for the side, 100 Thieves to run this one back, but giving up far too much at the start of that Ascent, far too much at the start of that Icebox. GenG just came out swinging. Just the waves exchanged across the stage here. Camaraderie still found, but man, GenG keep themselves in that upper bracket. Let's go ahead and hear from Lucky in our Verizon post-match interview.
Hello， 大家好，欢迎来到赛后采访，我是维嘉。让我们再一次恭喜 GenG 赢下了本场比赛的胜利。我们也是请到了 Lakia 选手来接受我们的采访，同时 Jen 也会做一些翻译的工作。Welcome to the post-match interview, and now I'm joined by Lakia from GenG with us, and Jen for some translations. 首先一定要恭喜他们获得了比赛的胜利，同时我们想先聊一下第一张地土森寒冬港。其实对于 GenG 来说是一个非常好的开始，9-3的上半场，但是可能来到下半场之后，100T 也是通过自己的方式稍微扭转了一些局势。也想问一下，当时在那种情况下，他们是如何保持一个积极的心态，最后赢下比赛胜利的呢？ So it was a very good start on Icebox, nicer in the first half, but the 100 Thieves ended up swimming the momentum their way. So how do you keep a positive mental like to in those situations to secure the win?
아이스박스에서 출발이 너무 좋았는데 이제 백티가 계속해서 따라왔잖아요. 그럴 때 좀 선수들끼리 어떤 얘기를 하면서 멘탈을 잡으려고 했나요?
일단 저희들의 커뮤니케이션을 좀 더 집중했고 상대 플레이는 저희가 알고 있었는데 저희가 좀 많이 당했어요. 그래가지고 그런 실수를 좀 생각했었던 것 같고 그리고 그냥 간단하게 저희가 잘하는 총 그걸 생각했던 것 같습니다.
We mainly focused on getting the communication clean and flowing in those situations, and also we knew what 100 Thieves were going to do, but we still made some mistakes from our side, and also we let them have some rounds, even though we knew what they were about to do and we were well aware of their game plans. So we kept ourselves very focused and tried to close it out.
他说，在那个时候，其实，在这种情况下，他们最注意的、最需要做到的，就是保持好他们积极的沟通，每一分的沟通。其实，在那个时候，他们很多时候其实是知道 100 Thieves 他们是打算做什么的，但是他们确实犯了一些错误，也让对方抓到了机会。但是，即使如此，在那个时候，面对100T，他依然知道他们的一些打法风格以及他们的计划是什么样的。同时，他们也非常清楚自己可以赢下比赛的胜利。那接下来第二个问题，因为其实来到了季后赛之后，我们会发现很多赛区的1号种子表现并没有想象中的那么好，也想问一下 Lakia 选手，他觉得原因是什么呢？ So when we come to the playoffs, it feels like all the first seed from other region maybe not as good as we expected. So what do you think is the reason for that?
이번에 플레이오프에 들어오면서 1번 시드가 각 지역에서 좀 힘을 발휘하지 못하고 있는 것 같거든요. 특별한 이유가 있을 것 같나요?
1번 시드가 힘을 발휘하지 못한다기보다는 저희가 잘한 것 같다고 생각하고요. 1번 시드들은 힘을 충분히 발휘했던 것 같고요. 근데 저희가 좀 퍼포먼스적인 거나 그런 게 너무 좋았던 것 같아요.
I don't think it's the first seed nerf. I mean, the first seed teams are playing pretty well, but it's just us performing very well, catching everybody off guard with how good we are. So it's just more on us being able to overperform.
他说，其实对于他来说，他并不觉得所有赛区的1号种子表现没有那么好，但是可能对于他们来讲的话，其实是 GenG 的表现可能会给大家一些出乎意料的时候，在很多时候面对其他赛区的1号种子的时候，也能打出一个非常非常好的表现，从而赢下比赛的胜利。那我们的赛后采访到这里就先结束了，再一次感谢 Lucky 选手来接受我们的采访，也感谢 Jen 做我们的翻译工作。那我们一会儿再见。And that's all for our interview. And thank you for joining me. And thank you for translations.
谢谢。
谢谢，谢谢你。See you guys later.
Two of the best teams of this tournament so far are about to go up against each other, and things could get really spicy. You heard it there from GenG. If Busio were to stand up against them today, they're just going to tell him to sit down.
Tailwind already burned, but now the reinforcements arrive. It's going to be Munchkin Lockit collecting one apiece. Lockit doubling up, tripling up. In fact, GenG up by 3. Nothing to try to interrupt that one. Picture here, back yellow. But it's going to be Munchkin who's filling the kill feed. But Munchkin gets himself an ace. Connecting in on top of it, not going to be able to clear this one. Texture going to be taken down. 4 players detained. Absolutely everyone caught. This round, it's a massacre. Busio, what a catastrophe for GenG.
Baby, go bring this shit back. Let's get it, baby. Come on, you got this shit, boy. That was a good round.
And those kills, Gibbs the Thrash. Over here to Lakia, bang. Up top to detain, through, and they cannot find the kills. GenG will put their feet down and close out Icebox 13-10. Again, they attempted the entry, but bang in the same position. Gets the same players, but this time he gets Munchkin on top. Up into window, and Munchkin not reading that he's being shot at whatsoever. Texture now does come in, manages to find that backstab, but cannot displace Asuna, who holds down the site. Pop Flash gonna be sent in, Munchkin doing a decent amount of damage, and Texture collecting 2. Into the back to push forward, Texture finding himself a 3rd, looking for the 4th. Meteor delivering the final headshot. The fluttery take attempt coming in as Karan able to find 2 quick kills, and Karan's got the headshot to give GenG the lead. EU, a little bit late to react, still finds one, but now dead. Busio, alone, can't make it happen. Munchkin with 3 will get GenG another round win. Pings him though, spray across it, looking to try to take him down. Asuna as well, gonna be noted as Meteor finds 1, finds 2, gets himself a 3rd! 13-10, once again, GenG! They are back! Madrid form once again, they take down the America's #1 seed!